This is basically a quick printing as opposed to commercial printing. By quick printing means that the customer needs something right away, and you have to do it right away. The basic quick printing started 30 years ago to fulfill the needs of those customers that need something real quick. What basically we do here is we print communication materials for the customers to be able to communicate to their customers and their employees through these printed materials. For example, their invoices, their flyers, their business cards, their envelopes, and all of that. 35 years ago, when quick printing started, there was a need to gap between because the commercial printers couldn't do small jobs, low quantity jobs. So there was a need for establishment of the quick printing businesses. Basically, a few franchises started the business, and what it consisted of a basic offset press and a copier. In most cases, just the basic offset press. Through the last 30 years, it has evolved into, because the customer needed more full color, on-demand jobs with low quantities. For example, they needed their brochure to test it in the market to see what their customers respond. So they needed 300, 400, 100 even flyers, brochures to test it in their amongst their customers. For that reason, there was another introduction of the full color digital printing, which is that machine is able to print full color on 12 by 18 full bleed, 50 sheets per minute, as opposed to this machine that would do 10,000 per hour or 130 copies per minute. Nowadays, the machines are more operator friendly. Now, to work with that machine, you need to know the graphics, color management, okay, and all of that. This machine is a basic offset printing that can do one color, or with the T head back there, that's the second color, that would swing towards the press and make two color jobs in one passes. You can do full color jobs on this machine too, but it's not cost effective for small quantities. That's why we use that machine for the small quantity full color jobs. There are virtually 30, 40 adjustments to this machine for each job that you want to run. Now this press is not set to run some envelopes. They call it offset press because when customer or a graphic designer creates something, we take that something, logo and address of the customer, and we make a plate off of it. These are mylar plates. There are different kinds of plates: metal, mylar, paper. These are mylar plates that produce on the machine behind you, and we put this on the press. The reason they call it offset is because with the chemicals in the fountain solution in that press, when you turn on the machine, those chemicals wet the press, wet the plates, with the exception of the image. So everything is wet, so no ink can be observed with the on the plate except when there is an image. So you turn it on, after a few revolutions, the plate is wet, so no ink, just on that. And from the plate, it goes to from the plate cylinder, it goes to a blanket cylinder and puts the impression on the blanket, and from the blanket goes to image cylinder and puts the impression while the paper is passing by to the paper, hence the offset. It's not direct imaging, it's offset. It goes to a blanket and then to a paper. I can teach anybody with a sound mind to run this press in 10 days. But that is just simple putting the ink on the paper. To learn this press completely, you need at least like to work on it for 5 years to be able to do different media on it, and to how to keep the ink consistent. Let's say you want 10,000 impression. Each impression, you have to keep it like the next one. So the adjustment to the ink and chemical has to be so perfect that after 10,000 impression, every single sheet comes out identical, as opposed to that machine that does it automatically. But that machine is very expensive to operate. This is not. On the other hand, this one needs an experienced operator to operate it. Some of the knobs, this is to bring down and up the delivery tray. This is, these three are adjustment of the ink, and the ink fountain has 20 different knobs to adjust it where the color should go. These two are for roller adjustment. Yeah, this is the press speed adjustment. It goes from 3,000 impression to 10,000 impression by just going clockwise. It adds speed, counterclockwise reduces its speed. This is the printing handle. It is in neutral right now, and then you go one, it mixes the water or chemicals, and then the next one adds ink, and the next one adds the image, and the next one feeds the paper. This digital thing shows the quantities printed, also the speed of press. These are air and vacuum adjustment. For each material you run on the press, there is a set air and vacuum. In other words, one of them airs through the stack of paper. Let me put this down. And the other one helps grab the paper up. No, that's okay. I'm done. This is to lower and raise the feed tray. And this one is to lower or raise the image on the plate. And this one, adjustment to the impression of the plate, cylinder, to the blanket cylinder. Too much adjustment, you get nothing. Too little adjustment, you get nothing on the plates. Too much, you get banged up types on the plate.